The State of JavaScript 2024 survey is out. Let's fill it out together. All right, there are two options here. You can either continue as a guest or continue with account. Personally, I'm going to continue with an account. I think if I were to stop halfway through and then want to get back into it, that's going to be a lot easier. So I'm going to log in and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, now there are two reasons that I do surveys like this. One is, of course, I want to give back to the community. As with everybody, I want to let folks know what I'm working on and working with, and we can all get together and we can see what the trends look like. But I think more importantly, at least to me, is that there's always stuff in here that I had no idea what it is. So I've got this right-hand panel over here. There's a Notion page where I'm going to go and put anything that I find as I go along that I want to take a look at later. All right, so right up at the top, which syntax features have I used? All right, yeah, dynamic import, sure, use that. Null is coalescing, so it's nice to be able to just kind of drop in here and make sure that I understand exactly what they're talking about, as well as for you. The null is coalescing is not the greatest named feature, but question mark, or yeah, that's fantastic. I use that a lot. Private properties I don't actually use. That's the hash stuff. I haven't used that yet. I really don't use a lot of classes right now. I'm doing a lot more React work, so it's all functions. All right, logical assignment. This is great stuff. This is like the pipe equals, double pipe equals. That's great. Really good. Error.cause. Yeah, no, I don't use that. And hashbang grammar. Oh, that's like a shebang. Okay, so that, yeah, I use that a lot. I didn't even know that wasn't like supported just in general forever. Okay. Yeah, good new string functions, replace all, match all. I probably used indices. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So these are really good, actually. So find last. I don't think I've actually used find last, not because I don't know it exists, just because I haven't had a need for it. These are great, though, right? 2 sorted, 2 reverse, and yeah, 2 spliced down there. So this is really good. These are the non-mutation variants of sort to sorted, reverse goes to reversed, and then splice goes to spliced. And the idea is that you're not affecting the original array, you are giving a new array that is a copy of the original with that mutation. So those are really, really good if you want to do FP style programming. Array.with, that's kind of cool. Basically allows you to basically set a particular value. It's a different way of setting an array value. I have no idea what from async is. Yeah, this is one of the ones I'm going to take a look at. All right, I'm going to copy that over here. Array.from async. Yep, let me look at that. Okay, set stuff. To be honest, I have not used any of this. I'm pretty rarely a set user, and I'll need to take a look into that. So let's go back over here, and yeah, I'll definitely need to take a look at that. So I'm gonna go back over here and say, do a video on set. Seriously, yeah. Okay. Object.groupby, cool. We're replacing Lodash. I don't think I've used this personally, but I totally get it. You know, I've definitely seen a lot of uses for that. Promise.any, yeah, I use that. I haven't used all settled, just haven't, I know it exists, I just haven't had a need for it. And promise.try, yeah, that's certainly cool. All right, promise, all settled, and try. All right, that's cool, okay. Ooh, browser APIs, yes, let's do it. Have I used, yes, I've actually used WebGL. I didn't, copy and paste code. Web animation, sure, absolutely. Again, copy and paste. RTC is the one where you are doing real-time communications, I guess. RTC, so basically video, peer-to-peer. I know it exists. I haven't actually written for it myself. Oh, I actually have used a speech API. Of course, I've done WebSockets. Alternative, essentially an up-revving of HTTP gives you, a full real-time pipe front to back end. In general, we kind of use frameworks for that. Page visibility API, I'm going to actually check in on that one because to me that means things like, above the fold and intersection observers and that sort of stuff. Maybe it's that, maybe it's not. I don't know. Same sort of thing with broadcast channel API. I think I might have used that. I actually have used the geolocation API. Of course, I leaked my location in a YouTube video once. That was great. I don't even know what WebXR device API is. Temporal. So that's some new date-based functions. I have used it. I can't remember exactly what I thought about it. I don't remember thinking too much about it. You really want just like this add, subtract a day, that sort of thing. I don't remember if that's in there, but if it's not, then that's not great. Okay, Gamepad API. I actually have a Gamepad. Haven't used it. Web Authentication API. Oh my God. If this is the passkey stuff, I actually have used that, and that is a white knuckle nightmare API. Passkeys look great, sound great on paper, but they are, they're painful. Progressive web apps, yep, for sure. And WASM. I mean, yeah, I've compiled some stuff for WASM personally, so that's good. Okay, these are interesting questions. Pain points regarding JavaScript language, references. I would say that's the biggest one. See, a lot of folks are getting messed up with references. They don't understand how to do memory management in general in programming languages. They don't understand that JavaScript still retains a stack and a heap, and you have to know that sort of stuff. And that's called references. And they mess up by like changing a value in one array, and magically it just changes in another array, which happens to be referencing the same array, whatever. Okay, I've done a couple videos on that. So if you want to search around my videos for memory management, you definitely should. If you don't know what references are or how they work in JavaScript, then watch those videos. Main pain points regarding the browser APIs, inconsistency. And that's probably just an artifact of just over time. We used to use, functions that returned error, and now we use promises. Okay. React. I have used it, and I have a positive experience with React. I have used Vue.js, and I have a positive. I have used Angular. Read into that what you will. Preact, positive. Svelte, very positive. Alpine. When I did my HTMX video, yep, used a lot of Alpine. Good stuff. Lit, I'm not a huge web components fan. Lit is a framework that builds web components. I've used it. Solid, yeah, very, very positive experience with Solid. I think when you think about Solid in regards to all these other frameworks, it's like Solid is so close to the metal that you really have to understand, the web framework and all of those gotchas around things like references to really make good use of it. But it's great to see Solid start coming out. All right, Quick, yeah, I've used it and it's very positive. Stencil is another one of these web component frameworks. I've used it. HTMX, used it, yep. Given that list, I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe if I do, I'll come back later and take a look. Okay, what should I use in a professional context? This is kind of weird. I'm a YouTuber by profession, so what does that actually mean? So I'm going to imagine that, if I were to get a day job at this point, it would probably be something like a Next.js gig. I'm going to say React. And yeah, that's probably it. In a professional context. Personal context, something else. I would say well, that's interesting. 0 to 4, very happy, unhappy to happy, front-end frameworks. I'd say I'm happy. I wouldn't say very happy. I'm a little worried that with the AI models, they're going to be training against, React and all the frameworks that we have today. And we're not going to see any new frameworks because, you're not going to have the models trained for it. So I think that's not great. Okay, so I'm going to pain points, front-end frameworks. I may come back and hit that later. So I'm just going to skip it right now. All right, meta frameworks. Let's go. What does that mean? Next.js. Okay, that's what meta frameworks mean. Yeah, for sure. Positive experience. Next, I have used it and it was, positive. I used it over at Nike for a project. It was great. I've used Gatsby. I think I did a video on it. Remix. Yep, used it. Okay, I'll go with positive. Yeah, for sure. I'm a little worried about like React Router 7. What does that all mean? We'll see. Oh, wow. Astro. Totally positive experience. I use that a lot. I use it when I'm not using Next. I'm probably using Astro. SvelteKit. Let's go. Yeah, definitely. Used it. I have heard of Docusaurus. I've never actually put it in production. It's kind of a little tangential, right? It's primarily for docs. Don't make docs, then you're probably not going to use it. And I don't make docs. Solid Start, I have used it. Yeah, actually, yeah. What's not on here is TanStack Start. Other options. TanStack Start. Look at you. Ha ha ha. I'm teaching the survey something. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Should I leave that comment? Is that how that works? It should be in here. It should be in here. In the list. Okay, whatever. I would say. And Deno Fresh. Yeah, used it and it was great. I don't know why we don't talk more about Deno Fresh. Deno Fresh is great. Okay, I'm going to be using probably again if I was a Next.js dev, but that's what we use it. How am I doing with the meta framework model? Happy. And pain points? Maybe hit that up later. Okay, testing. Oh yeah, used a lot of Jest. You know, I used Mocha. Like I didn't know it was its own framework though, or is it its own framework? Testing landscape is interesting. Okay, Storybook definitely used it. I'm just gonna go with used it because I would say the initial use of Storybook in any project is fabulous, right? You bring in version 8 or whatever, and it's great. But then when they rev and they go to like 9, those upgrade experiences with Storybook have always been just a massive pain. I don't know. There's something about that. All right. Cypress. Yep. I've used it. It was good. Yeah, actually really good. Puppeteer. Yep. Used it. Good. That's an automation library for browsers, just like Cypress. Testing library. So this is your unit test stuff for React. You're not actually running in the browser. So it's a lot faster and more reliable. Used it. Love it. Very good. Don't use browser automation if you can use it with testing library. I'm telling you, please. All right, Playwright. Yep, used it. Again, another browser automation. WebDriver IO. I think this is like literally driving I'm going to note that. But I think this is driving the browser directly. I have heard of it, not used it. V-Test. Yes, very good. Love it. Nice UI, very polished. Selenium. I've not used it personally. This is old school. This is another browsing test thing. I've used it, but it's been wrapped by other stuff. Test Cafe. I think I've heard of this, but I haven't used it. Let's go and pop that in there. I think this is new. So when it comes to new stuff, I'm excited about that. Test Cafe. Add what? Yes. There you go. Mock Service Worker. Oh yeah, this is good. Absolutely. So if you have an API in the back end, you want to make sure that you are, not held up if that API isn't responding, or if it's not inside the DMZ where you're testing, then Mock Service Worker is fantastic for that. It gives you better response times too. Your tests aren't dependent on the flakiness of the backend networks. Okay, Node Test Runner 2024. What does that even mean? Okay, I don't know. What is that? What do you mean? Okay, all right. I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. I haven't even heard of it. I mean, is it built into Node? Is that the idea? Okay. Other options, I can't think of any. I'd probably be pointing us towards like VI Test and Storybook and testing library. Okay. How am I with testing? I'd say neutral. I'm not really excited about it. Not really not excited about it. I like to have tests. Mobile Desktop. Electron, definitely used a lot of it. React Native. Used it, and positive, yes, I would say positive. Problem with me and React Native apps is that they bit rot really fast. Like I'll make a React Native app, and then like a month later, I'll go and bring it back up, and it's like the dependencies have changed, and it's kind of a mess. So I do find that it's hard to deal with, but honestly, I think that's just part of the nature of dealing with native stuff like that, especially if you're dealing with it like both Android and iOS from the same project. That's huge. Now we've got like Expo and One where it's web and React and iOS and Android and everything. I go crazy. Oh, native apps. What do you mean? I don't even know what you mean. To be honest, I don't even. What does that mean? Like my native apps, like on my phone? Yes, I use native apps on my phone. I'm just gonna skip that because I don't. Unless that's the product name of something, I don't know. Cordova. Isn't Cordova basically Electron? Like the older version of Electron? I'm just gonna put that. Heard of it. Ooh, Ionic. That's another one of those desktop frameworks. I have heard of it, have not used it. Capacitor. Heard of it, have not used it. NWJS. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on. In fact, actually, I'm gonna put like Ionic, and also, what was the other one? Capacitor. Yeah, let's put that on there. Okay. All right. Expo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've not actually not. I haven't even heard of it. So let's skip that. Quasar sounds cool. Haven't used it. Quasar. I have never heard of it. Legit. Have never heard of that. Tauri. I've heard of it. Have not used it. Definitely should though. So that's really cool. That's another one of these local app builders. This one, though, is, I think, based on Rust or Go, so very highly optimized. Cool. Native script, heard a lot about it, never used it. Probably should. Very old. It's older, though. Okay. Not that that's a bad thing. Just, when I think about building content, which is what I do, like I generally go more towards the stuff that, recently released. If I was to be doing this, I would probably be doing Electron, React Native, and Expo. Ooh, how happy am I? I'm neutral about it. Again, there's issues when it comes to stability and all that, so I'm gonna go with neutral. Pretty positive guy. Like I don't want to harsh on anybody's buzz. What am I missing here? Why am I getting 93s? Webpack. Oh yeah, used it and love it. Well, used it. I think there's we're evolving. Parcel. Used to be a huge Parcel fan. Now, not so much. I mean, I think that there's been other bundlers that have kind of taken over and give you just as much ease of use as Parcel does. But then again, hey, I don't know. Write up in the comments that I'm totally did wrong on that. Roll up. Yes, positive. TSC CLI. So that's the TypeScript CLI. Definitely use that. That's basically how you compile TypeScript programs from TypeScript into JavaScript. Swick. Used it. Very good. And it was good. ES Build. Used it, and it was very good. Again, both of these are fast builders. Last time I checked, they don't do TypeScript checking. So you got to be on the watch out for that one. Vite. Oh my gosh, yes. Very positive. Turbo Pack. Used it, and it was positive. Yeah, so now basically when you do a Next.js, I think 15 build by default, you're getting Turbo Pack, and now they have 100% test coverage, so that's really good. TS Up is a very convenient way of building TS, or doing that compilation from TypeScript to JavaScript. It is very good. So yeah, I kind of forget to use it though. I think when I use TypeScript, it's generally already part of the environment. And Biome, well, I know what it is. It's a kind of roll up of all the tools into one big thing. I've heard of it, haven't really used it, I don't think. RSPack, used it, and very positive. Roll down. I need to do roll up versus roll down. See how much? Oh my gosh, how much I'm getting out of here. This is really cool. I'm going to just skip that for the moment. Okay, all right. Okay. Let's go. I would probably be using Webpack or TurboPack if I could. Definitely using Vite, TSC, and TSO. Yeah, for sure. How am I with this stuff? It's a kind of patchwork, so I'm neutral on it. And pain points, complexity. Monorepos, Rush. That's the Microsoft Monorepo stuff. I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever used it. And Turborepo, that is the Vercel Monorepo. I have definitely used it. Definitely very positive about it. Yarn, workspaces. Use them. Yalk. I have no idea what that is. Yalk. Okay, Yalk. You're going over here. I don't know what the heck kind of name that is. Lerna. That is extremely old. I've used it. I would not recommend using it now. It is definitely deprecated. NPM workspaces. Definitely use them. PNPM. I'm going to say positive. I just love all the things PNPM. And NX. I have used it. Okay, other options. I can't think of any. If I was going to use it, I would probably use Turborepo or NX and definitely PNPM. And I'm going to say happy. Actually, yeah. Kind of subjective, right? And pain points, monorepos, reputation issues with monorepos. That's what I get mostly, is that folks are like, no, monorepos suck. I have to fight against that. Ooh, 100%. Oh, here we go. Libraries. Which do I... Ooh, that's tough, though. Regularly use. Because I'm going to be like 90% of these I have used. But what would I usually use? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Ooh, wow. Bring in like standard lib, core.js. I mean, of course, yeah. So hold on. What am I daily using? Date functions, for sure. Zod, yep. And... Wow, mitosis is in there? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. That's pretty much me, like, on a daily basis. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Library is dedicated graphic. So is this also daily use? I mean, daily use by Framer. Yeah, 3 maybe. Nah. Yeah, Framer would be the only one I would use on a daily. Backend. Oh, yeah, definitely Express, Nest. So I need to do more on Strappy and Fastify. Wow, Meteor is old school. Happy is old school. Happy was the thing that we used to use at Walmart, came out of Walmart. Koa. Wow, these are kind of old. Adonis. I don't even know what that is. And Keystone. Redwood. Why is Redwood here? If Redwood's here, why it should be over like the meta framework stuff. That's really sad. Like it should be up there with like the meta frameworks. Okay. Keeping on Alicia JS. This was cool. I really liked Alicia JS. Okay. Let me know if I'm not stuck on the regularly use here, because man, I would love to plug some of these frameworks. Like I would definitely go for Huno, Alicia. These are fantastic ones. All right, so runtimes. Yeah, I'm using the browser on the daily. I'm using Node, Deno, Bun should be in there, and it is. I don't use service workers. I mean, a lot of the frameworks that I use will build service workers for me. I don't actually build them myself. Hermes, yeah, absolutely. With Expo, you get, I think, the Hermes engine. Serverless runtimes. Cloudflare, sure. Fly.io. Fly is fly. Fly is very fly. Okay. And Deno uses, I think, one of those two. Either maybe Netlify. Yeah, you're kind of like sitting on a layer above there. Whatever. Okay, fine. Okay, what other programming language do I use on the regular or not? I don't know. I'm going to go with Go, Rust. Wow. Dart, Elixir, Bash. Oh, yeah, Bash. Okay, Clojure, Elm? Okay. Julia? Really? Some of these are super obscure. Okay. And continuing on, so, AI tools. Yes. There's a couple of these I don't know. Let's see. Find? I don't know that. What is that? Find? I guess a phonetic version of find. Probably like, yeah, I don't use it, so get rid of that. Bing. How is Bing in there? What are you talking about? Bing? Bing can be used for code? Crazy. V0. Sure, I use that. So I'm on Cursor lately, so I'll use that. I do use Olama, but I use it in the app. I don't use it for code. Code Whisper. I use Q, which is not Code Whisperer. Claude for sure for code. Claude is great. Copilot, yeah, when I'm back in code. Yep, I use that. Google Gemini. This is weird because like AI tools, right? To write code. Okay, yeah, because if it wasn't to write code, then I might add like Google Gemini because you can use it, and ChatGPT because you can use it in the app. You're gonna have other AIs help you write the code that you're then going to use to hit those ones. Which of these services do you use to host your JavaScript apps? Ooh, yeah, sure. Well, it'd probably be AWS or Fly if I was to do that. Okay, moving on. Ooh, another 100%. Yay. Oh, I'm mostly TypeScript. How much time do I go between TypeScript and JavaScript? Mostly TypeScript. Even when it comes to like shell script stuff nowadays, I tend to use TypeScript. What proportion of the JavaScript code you write for the browser goes through the build step? 100%. 100%. This is like the no build stuff. Which portion of the code is AI generated? Ooh, not much, to be honest. What context do you usually use JavaScript? Professionally and as a hobby. What do you use JavaScript for? Front end, back end, data analysis? Yeah, nope. Machine learning? No. Desktop apps? Yes. Mobile apps? Yes. Embedded apps? No. Data visualizations for sure. Graphics animation? Sure. Yeah. Which industry sectors? I can't really answer that. No, I can't even. Do I even do that? No, I don't do that. Okay. Skip. Ooh, which of the following architectures have been used in the last year? Single page, multi-page, static site, SSR. Ooh, have I used Quick in the last year? Sure I have. Progressive hydration. Wow. Is that the Angular stuff? Haven't used that. Islands architecture. Oh, yeah. That's the Astro stuff. Oh, it says that. Astro and 11T. Ooh, I've got to check out 11T for islands. I didn't know that was a thing. 11T for islands. Cool. See, you learn new stuff in this every time. Progressive enhancement. Man, app is functional even without JavaScript? Yeah, actually, sure. ISR, sure. Streaming, SSR, yes. Resumability. Oh, wow. How's that different from partial? Okay. This was RSCs. This is Quick. Yes. Actually, am I doing that right? Okay. SPA, yes. SSG, good, yeah. SSR, yes. IRCs are good. Islands are good. ISR is good. Streaming is very good. I'm going to keep resume. Yeah, actually, it's very good. Edge rendering, yes. And partial pre-rendering, wow. I mean, that is obscure, but good. Very, very good. So if you use that, that is fantastic. Oh, wow. Pick up to 3 of these, struggling with. Okay, finding packages. Whoa, that's a big hassle. NPM Trends used to do this thing where they would tell you, hey, if you came in, you said, okay, I'm looking at this package. It would tell you, here are 5 other packages that do that thing. That was fantastic. I don't know why they removed that feature. Pisses me off. Why? Async code. Yeah. And I think that's because things like, map and for each and reduce, although you can do the reduce async hack and do the wait in there. But yeah, the map and for each stuff not handling async code, that's a pain in the butt. And writing modules, yeah, oof, ouch. I would hate to be a library maintainer right now. I know that Mark went through a whole bunch of stuff when it came to Redux and Redux Toolkit, when it came to supporting ESM and all that. Ugh, terrible. If I had one more, I'd probably do typing. Let's see, which one of these active proposals? Oh, TC39 proposals. Am I most excited about? Pick up to 3. Ooh, wow, that's a tough one. I would say probably, I can't imagine being excited about that. So let's go with deferring module evaluation. So that's good for performance. Let's see. I am excited about temporal, to clean up those data APIs. Explicit resource management. Oof, I'm not sure I'd want that. I kind of like things being open-ended. Decorator metadata. Associate metadata with a value being decorated. Yeah, probably that. Probably that or decorators just in general. Yeah, some interesting ones here. Wow. Okay, so I should probably remember a couple of these. Hey, what is explicit resource management? in the case of web, source phase imports. God, I don't even know. What is that? Shadow Realm has to do with the web components stuff. But if it doesn't, then I'll take a look. Let's see. Oh, Shadow Realm. Oh, wow. Geez, I don't even know. What is that? Okay, maybe that's like sandboxes and stuff? Ugh, okay, we got to figure that one out. Joint iteration? Sure. Although, do we really use a lot of iterators? Not me. Iterator sequencing. Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at that. And wow, that is obscure. And a float 16 or wait. Is that like we just didn't have it? Like, oh yeah, whoops, we just forgot float 16. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. Field currently missing from JavaScript. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, standard library would be good. Pattern. And okay, we're gonna do another 3 year. Yes, signals. Yes. Map, getter, insert, record, and tuple. Ooh. Jeez. If I do signals, should I also do observable? Wow, this is tough. Async context. Extractors. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Wow. JavaScript structs. Records. Wow, this is tough. Okay, this pipe operator thing. This to me would like fundamentally change the nature of the language. I'm not super stoked about that. I'm just going to go with observables. It'd be nice to have like a standard observable. Would you like to see native types implemented in JavaScript? That's a tough one. I'm actually going to skip that. Because I think there's a value of JavaScript on its own. I don't want to pick a dog in that fight. Like, I don't want to pick JSDoc or TypeScript. I'm just going to, no. I like what we got. I know it's weird, but I like it. How happy are you with the general state of web technologies? I'm happy with the state, worried about the future. How happy are you with the general state of JavaScript? I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy. Okay. Oh, here we go. Videos and books we used. I don't really use a lot of this stuff. I use Egghead every once in a while. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Okay. I use O'Reilly every once in a while. Sure. I really get most of my stuff off of just reading blogs and trying it. Trying it is critical. Trying it is everything. What do you use to stay up to date with web dev? Wow. This is another one. You get to subscribe to a lot of these. Wow. Front end horse. I don't even know what that is. Sounds good though. All right, front end horse. Okay, that looks good. I use Mr. Horse. When it comes to video editing. Just a thing. JavaScript Weekly. I'm definitely on that. Node Weekly. I didn't know there was a Node Weekly. I should get on that. Front end. I'm on Bytes for sure. Front end focus. Let's go. Twir. Definitely there. TLDR. That's a terrible name for something. Like, how do you use Google for that? Ooh, CSS Tricks, but CSS Tricks hasn't been alive for a while. I would love for it to come back. SitePoint, that was phenomenal. Okay, I'll just keep that. Just like maybe there's maybe we can revive it. Web Design Weekly. All right, Web Design Weekly. I actually haven't done that. Yet another thing to sign up for. Yay! All right, here we go. Oh, podcast. Yes, I'm going to plug ours, the front end happy hour. Please do that. Thank you. JavaScript Jabber. I would say that's probably it. Maybe syntax on and off. I mean, doesn't everybody do syntax? I should really do a lot of these, to be honest. I should do more of these. Which programming related video creators do you follow on Twitch, YouTube? Jack Herrington. Please. Yes, that'd be great. Which individual do you read, follow, or just want to highlight? I'm going to skip that for the moment. Okay. Ooh, which other servers do I participate in? Status. Okay, the Stack Overflow. And that's about it, I would say. Yeah, maybe I should do more. About me. How old am I? I'm going to skip that for later. How long have you been studying in the field? 40 years. Maybe you can backtrack on the age by that. Okay, how many people in my organization, including just myself? Just me. Just little old me. What's my job title? Principal dev, and content creator. Not applicable. Very, very fluid. Let's put it that way. Do I have a higher education degree? No, I do not, actually. Where do I currently reside? The USA. Which of the following describes you a man, woman? I'm going to go with man. And, okay, white. There you go. I have none. Well, I'm dyslexic. So there you go. Yeah. How did I hear about it? From the author. He said, hey, go do this. And I'm like, yeah, as always. Do you run any technical issues on taking the survey? No, I'm just going to skip that. How should we improve it? Selectable items for YouTubers, streamers, etc. And yes, I would love to get the survey results when they're published. I'll do that later. And there we go. Hey, that's pretty good, I guess. 210. All right, well, there you go. My State of JS Survey 2024. Fill it out for yourself. It's a lot of fun, and then take your notes as you go so that you know what else you want to dig into. If you have any questions or comments about this, I would love to hear it. What did you say in this survey? What do you think we can improve on? And what do you think that I should look at more now that you know where I'm at in terms of the state of JS? And I'll see you on the next one. And of course, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button and click on that bell. You'll be notified the next time a new Blue Collar Coder comes out.